Whoa. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that looks good enough. Hello. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me push it all up a little. Hi. Welcome to eating my McDonald's meal with me. Let me turn this so it says BTS meal. Okay. Oh, I should probably turn this way. Alright. Welcome. I'm going to eat my 9-piece nuggets now. I know a lot of places got 10 pieces, but I'm gonna only eat, we only get 9 pieces in our country, which is a shame, but it's whatever. I got the sauces, which are super, super good. So let's start off with wondering, do you guys have this in your country? Did you get the BTS meal where you live? Tell me where you live and if you've gotten the BTS meal. I'm gonna take out the other one because I really want to eat the Cajun sauce. Last time I ate the meal, just eating the Cajun sauce wasn't enough. I live in somewhere. Okay, way to be mysterious. The reason I ask is not to necessarily find out where you live, because honestly I do not care, but I wanted to know if your country has the full set or not, because some countries have the box and the cup, but not the bag. Like my country, we didn't get the BTS bag, but some countries have the bag and not the box or the cup. Some places just have the box, things like that. So I wanted to know which country is doing what, because I read on Twitter, I think in Mexico, they got the bag, but they don't have the box and the cup. And in Korea, yeah, exactly. That's why I want to know where do you live and what did you get? Because different countries have different BTS meal situations here. And I was just curious as to which country is doing what. In Singapore, your meal is basically fixed. You have to buy it as a large size, large version, like large Coke and 9-piece nuggets, not a 6-piece. And we don't have a 10-piece. And large Coke, large fries, and you don't have any options of other sauces. You are definitely forced to get the 2 sauces that come with the BTS meal. Not that I minded all that much about the being forced to have these sauces. I really love the Cajun. I wish that I had the option of just having both of them Cajun. So where you live, do you also have options, or are you forced to get the sauces as they come in a pair? I really want to know the difference, because as you can see, I took it out of these, right? Each BTS meal gets one of these packets, and each of these packets have 1 Cajun and 1 sweet chili each, and it's fixed. They don't give a fuck if you like either one of the sauces or not. I don't like that because I don't like sweet sauces. Sweet sauces are yuck, and yeah, I'm totally not a fan of the sweet sauce. So I really wish they would have just let you be able to choose do you want 2 Cajuns or do you want 2 sweet chilies or whatever. Yeah, I heard that in the UK, you guys are not getting the BTS meal, and I'm sorry to hear that. If you really think about it, it's not like you get anything special. But I will admit that the Cajun sauce is super delicious. However, if you can get it with like just the meal, like with any meal, you can get a Cajun sauce, then go for it. You know, like you don't need to eat a BTS meal. Like, what are you gonna do with the packaging anyway? Like, I in my previous live, I did say that I collected cups from different BTS events, so I did keep a cup. But other than that, like, would you keep the box? Like, what would you keep? If I had the bag, I would keep the bag. My friend is sending me a bag though from Canada. They have the bag, but I'm not sure if they have the box or the cup. I didn't ask him. But he only ever mentioned a bag, so I think Canada also only got the bag. I love the Cajun sauce because it's spicy. It's like a spicy honey mustard. I really love spicy things. Super spicy, like the spicier the better. The best kind of spicy is when you can't like feel your lips after. Or if your lips start swelling after you eat because of how spicy it is. I like that. So I'm not gonna eat the sweet chili sauce in case you guys are wondering. If you live in Singapore and you would like to have more sweet chili sauce, come see me. I will give you a bunch. And I'll give you BTS cards, BTS photo cards if you want. But yes, other than that, I'm just going to eat my sweet chili sauce. Oh, let me get my mouse out of the way. 9 nuggets, that's good. Out of stock? Where do you live? We just got ours like 5 days ago. Like it just came out 5 days ago for us. So we are still well in stock. For sure. Hi. Cajun is why I ordered the meal twice. Oh my gosh. So if you're following my Twitter, you would have seen that. I just posted on my Twitter and I said my brother kindly also ordered the BTS meal so that I could have 2 Cajun sauces. That's how I have 2 Cajun sauces. Like you cannot ask for more sauces. There's no option. There is zero, they give you 0 option for the BTS meal. Like nothing. Let me show you. Let me get my phone. And then I'll be able to show you. Okay. Look at this. So it says, oh, is it going to focus? Focus, please. Well, maybe you can see it well enough. It says the BTS meal, right? If you order it, it's $8.90 in my country, in Singapore. It's $8.90. Oh, hi. You're here. I'm so happy that you're here. Oh, yeah, it's focused. This is the only option that we have. It just says the BTS meal. The only thing optional for us is removing the large fries. I'm sorry, removing the salt from the large fries, which is what I ordered, and then remove the ice from the Coke, and that's it. You don't have a choice in sauces. You do not have a choice in sauces. Oh my God, Madison, I would love to pay for extra sauces. Like, I would be willing, but in Singapore, it's super, super fucked up. Like, we're so afraid of like COVID being spread around that you cannot even go to McDonald's and buy the meal. You can only exclusively buy the meal through delivery. And through delivery, through apps like this, you have 0 option, 0 like option to get more sauces. Oh, whoops. Sorry, this restaurant is out of BTS meal. They're done for the day. But anyway, yeah, we have no like option for sauces, let's see. Sides, desserts, and that's it. We don't even have any kind of option to purchase more sauces. It's really, really fucked up. Super fucked up. So you can only order the BTS meal through a delivery app. You cannot buy it at the store, and the delivery app doesn't allow you to put in any kind of request. So basically, they force you to just accept what they're selling, and that's it. And I thought that was pretty shitty of them. Well, my country anyway. You guys want a bite of this? If you haven't had the Cajun sauce, oh my gosh, you're missing out. It is so, so, so good. Mm. I'm gonna dip my chopstick and lick it off. I want to come to South Korea. Okay. Me too. How do I look on camera? Let me check. I can't do it. No. I'm an ugly eater, you guys. So, and another day when I'm very prepared, I will have better lighting and like prepare real food, and we can do like mukbang. But otherwise, this is just eating really late at night, which I shouldn't be doing. But yeah, you don't have the BTS meal in your country. Aw, where do you live? Are you Korean? No, I am not. So good. Oh, let's turn on the pretty lights. Excuse me, baby. Let's step aside for a little bit. Why is it LA? I mean, I thought you were from LA, but I guess not. So now you're telling me you're from Kuwait. Let's turn on the lights. There you go. Pretty lights. Oh, they're purple, but I guess you can't see them, huh? Let me try something. You only have BTS meal in one state. What do you mean one state? Where? I'm so curious, like, where are you guys living that you have, like, all these BTS meal things? Wait. And you still can't tell that they're purple? What kind of lighting? What kind of camera is this? Oh, well. I am in India. Oh. I hope things are going well for your country, because the whole COVID thing and the insane, like, Delta variant, the super highly infectious variant comes from India, I heard. Crane does gotcha. Hi. Hello. Okay, so for those of you who have eaten the BTS meal, did you keep the packaging or did you not? It's so good. This sauce is fucking amazing. I love it. I wish you could buy it so that I could eat it with like everything. You got the bag? I don't have the bag. Anne, where do you live? Do you live in India? I mean, I'm sorry to assume that, but do you live in India? Oh, and you guys, should I start telling you the story time soon? Story time. I'm very excited. Oh my god, the Coke is so good. Oh, lucky you. I'm so jealous. During this like very bad time for India, I'm glad you get all this stuff in the BTS meal because at least armies can have a little bit of happiness. There's ingredients to make the Cajun sauce, I know, but where the heck am I going to get preservative 202, paprika extract, color 160A, sequestrant 385. Yeah, no thanks. Thanks though, Madison. You're dry. Okay, let's tell the stories now. Do you guys want to hear good armies first or bad armies first? I'm very excited to tell you this story. It's story time now. Story time with nuggets. Oh, and look at my cute little Happy Meal toy that I got yesterday. Oh, somebody said they like my nail design. Thank you. I drew it myself with this plant-based ink. It's a tattoo ink thing that I ordered for like $1.99 off the internet. It's got a very tiny tip, so you can just basically draw your own pattern, and I did the BTS logo for fun. I did it on my hand too. I showed it in a previous live where you had the BTS meal for dinner today? Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Where is it? Okay. So I cut out the BTS logo on a piece of paper and I stuck it to my arm, right? And then I used this ink. Well, it's gone because I already like got rid of it. Then I used this ink and I spread it around all over, and it sort of looked like this. It's a little bit wiggly, squiggly, but that was my first try, so I'm gonna try it again next time. I think it was good though, right? So it was tiny bit squiggly, but I got rid of it. So I'm gonna try again. Better next time. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, I did ask a question. I was like, do you guys want to hear the stories of like good armies first or nasty armies, evil armies? Well, if they're evil, in the way that they are, we might not call them armies, but you know, for convenience sake. So, come on, vote. Do you want to hear evil? Do you want to hear good? Okay, brighter is better. Okay, we've got one vote nasty, one vote good. Somebody break the tie here. Good. Okay. Let's go. All right. So, some of my stories, if you've been with me for a long time, I don't know, they may be recycled, but let's. We've got a tie, but during the tiebreaker period, you guys voted good, so we'll start with good, and I'll tell you evil right after. Okay. So, one time during let's see. Should I do Wings the Final? Or there was this other one. Also Wings the Final. Okay. So this girl during Wings the Final, the concert in Korea. So this was day 2 on Wings the Final. I got a seat in, so you know the ground seats which are right in front of the stage, they're broken into like sections, and the sections will be labeled according to alphabet, like B, T, S, A, R, M, and Y. So obviously it spells BTS Army. I was in the B section, which is like freaking just several rows behind the like walkway stage thingy. And so it's pretty close, right? I was like, whoa. And so I sat next to this Korean girl. So you guys know already that filming is strictly prohibited during Korean concerts. It may not be the case in other countries, I know for sure. But in Korean concerts, it's strictly prohibited. And if you get caught, you get kicked out. Like, I've been kicked out. So this is first-hand experience. They take your phone, they delete your stuff, and then they kick you out, and you cannot go back in. So, very strict policy here. Anyway, during Namjoon's solo song, I was trying to secretly sneak some videos, okay? I was just like filming, just like put my phone really close to my chest and just angle it and trying to get him in the shot, just hoping that he'll be in the shot. And the girl next to me, she saw me doing this. And I guess I didn't notice, but a security guard guy was coming around. And she quickly like she pulled out her scarf like away from her. She pulled out her scarf away from her and sort of angled it so that when the security guard looked over, he couldn't see what I was doing, which was illegally filming. And then she warned me to like quickly get your shot and then put your phone down. And I thought that was just wow. Thank you. That's really sweet of you. That's absolutely brilliant. And I was really touched that she would do that for me. And it's like, you feel that army camaraderie in that moment where it's like, we're a family, we're gonna help each other out. And oh my gosh, I'm actually feeling like on the verge of tears right now, just remembering that moment. Because, wow, thank you so much, like, to the person who did that for me. I took a picture with her at the end of the concert. There were other moments that we shared, which was really nice. So I guess this is a tour, a moment to remember. When Taeyong came out to do his solo, I sort of automatically became the lookout for her, like to return the favor. It was the least I could do. And you could tell that she was a Taeyong stan. Like, I could tell before because of the way like she screamed extra loud when he was speaking, and I'm sure she could tell like that I was a Namjoon stan, because of the same thing. When BTS were on stage, and during like army time, we always play games. Like BTS, usually Yoongi suggests some kind of game, and then like armies will play the game right together with BTS, and he was explaining, and then she didn't know that I speak Korean fluently. So after Yoongi said something, she would try to explain it to me in real, like, try her best in English. Like, you can tell that she doesn't speak English, and she was struggling to find the words. But she tried her best to, like, try to explain to me what he said. Like, she did this for a couple of times until I decided to be like, at first I was like, should I just tell her, like, don't do this? I can understand. But I felt bad. Like, I didn't know what to do. But when she was doing it for the second time, like, I decided, like, I shouldn't let her go on like this. So I told her in Korean, I'm like, it's fine. I completely understand what's being said. And thank you so much for explaining it to me. But I'm okay. Like, I can understand. And we're going to play this together. And so I was like, this girl, she's just, oh my gosh. It would be such a complete blessing to have this type of army as your friend, right? Imagine her being this nice to a stranger, a foreigner, just a lot of people would not have bothered. Like, I've been to so many concerts in Korea, like, what, 8, 9? And a lot of people would not have bothered. So the fact that she did all that stuff, that's just touching. That's so touching, really. I will never forget her. Also, in Korean concerts, there's like a little tradition. The first concert that I went to Korea, I sort of picked it up and I noticed that it was being done all around me. So the next time I went to a Korean concert, I was prepared. So what happens is that before you go to the concert, you prepare like little treats, like sweets, um, bottles of water, if it's cold, like a hot pack, and yeah, and wherever you go to sit down, you sort of distribute it to like the person next to you, and I love that. I absolutely adore that. It's like before anything starts, it's like, oh, have some sweets. We're all gonna be screaming. We're probably gonna need these sweets later. And I brought lozenges, the kind that's good for your throat. So yeah, so I would give these out before the concert starts, and everybody would be doing the same. Exchanging little things. They would be giving like little packs, like they wrapped them in super like nice packs, or like they would give out little photo cards or slogans or things like that. And wow, it's just this little culture kind of thing, and it's been going on for years. Like it's happened since, as far as I know, 2015. And I love that. I absolutely love that. So I do that with every concert I go to now, regardless of country. And I do little packs. Maybe you might have seen it because I have a video called like what I'm taking to the Bangkok Love Yourself the final. And I did a little video where I was showing like all the things that I would pack for the people around me to give out, and they were like, because Bangkok's like super hot, so I packed like little packets of tissue paper, wet wipes, again with the like candy, little chocolates, for energy. Yeah. So I enjoy that a lot, and it's a little culture thing that I like to participate in. Damn, you guys are so silent. Like, what do you think? What are you thinking? Am I like such a good storyteller that you are silenced in awe? I mean, you can listen, but we can also sort of have a conversation. You can just comment what you think so that I can continue, what to say. I don't want it to be like a one-sided thing. Where's the fun in that? I realize it might be more fun for you to look at my face. But I'm so not prepared. What should I do? Maybe if I didn't have the light glaring in my face, I wouldn't look like I just woke up from the dead, maybe? Well, my eye bags are terrible, though. No, my eye bags. I can't do it. Sugar cookie. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Okay. I have some vlogs where I show like what kind of things go on before a concert in Korea. You guys, there's this like okay, so armies. If you go early, everybody arrives early before concerts. I can only say this for certainty for like concerts in Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, and Korea. I don't know about elsewhere. Those are the 4 countries that I've been to for concerts. Um, okay, so I've played a lot of games. So like I've been to the Korean ones the most, right? I've played a lot of games. Like if you arrive early, there's usually like game masters all over the place. And there was one time like we played in like en masse, like a group of 30 people, rock paper scissors, and it's to win like a stack of photo cards and stickers. Um, so rock paper scissors, like en masse, it was insane. The game went on for like forever, and I made it to the top two, the top two. Can you imagine? And then I lost. I was not the top one. But I did win like a stack of stickers, but not a stack of stickers and photo cards. But it's fine. It's like just the thrill of it. It's like in your regular life, when would you do this? You know? So I didn't care about the prize at all. I cared more about just like wow, just being able to do this, to participate in games like this, like just games. Just walking around and just randomly participate in games. And that was just amazing for me. Mm. So good. I'm running out of sauce though. Okay. So we're done with that angel army story. So maybe we should move on to a bad one. There's entitled bad, there's insane bad, there's needs to learn to be a better human being bad. I don't know. What kind do you guys want? You're so excited for the nasty ones. Those are 2 nasty ones because the insane bad girl is like a really short story. Let me see if I have this right. Then I'll be able to have pictures that accompany this story. Needs to be a better human being. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that girl was terrible. Like, I'm still angry with her till this day. Just so angry. I don't think I have it on this phone. It's in one of my old memory cards. So maybe not. Oh, here, I do have it. San Francisco and Las Vegas. Where are my San Francisco pics? Okay, there is a picture of BTS at this location. I don't know if you guys know, but this is at the Golden Gate Bridge Park. Let me make it super bright for you. And there is a picture of BTS at this location. Can you see it? I can probably look up that picture for you too. This is the insane girl. It's a very short story, and then we can definitely go for the needs to be a better human being one. Okay, so BTS took a picture at this exact location. BTS Golden Gate Bridge. So my friend and I, we're from like different places, but we met in San Francisco. Here, this is the picture. Okay, this is the picture. See the background and the pole and everything. And so my friend met up with me in San Francisco because I had to be there for something or other. But anyway, we went to that place to take a picture. And, excuse me. When we got there, we ran into other armies also there wanting to take a picture. And there were other, like, tourists. And so we had to wait our turn. And what happened was, while waiting our turn, we were just doing, like, chit-chatting, little small talk kind of thing. And one of the girls asked me and my friend's name is Chitara, and they asked us, like, so who's your bias in BTS? And my friend said J-Hope, and I said Namjoon. And there was this one girl, like, she let out this, like, animal groan. She stamped her foot like a child. She stamped her foot. She let out this animal shriek. And then she stalked. She didn't, like, walk far away. She stalked away to, like, some distance. And then she squatted down on the floor and was, like, shrieking and grabbing her hair. And I was like, what the fuck is this reaction? And then her friend was like, don't mind her. She just gets really possessive when somebody has the same bias as her and she gets frustrated. And I'm like, what in the actual fuck? Like, wow. And that was a long time ago, and BTS is super famous now. I bet you she's probably had an aneurysm and died. At how many people are in love with Namjoon right now? I was in complete shock, seriously. She's fucking unstable. And I asked her friend, I was like, are you sure she's gonna be okay? And the friend was like, yeah. She just tends to get dramatic. And I'm like, okay, sure. Eventually she had to come back because it was their turn to take the picture. And we had kindly agreed to take the picture for them so that they would do the same for us. That's how we got that picture. But you can tell, like, the whole time she hated me. And, like, there was this, like, staring and, like, and I was like, oh my god, calm the fuck down. And I was so tempted to tell her, I was like, I am at least this much closer to you, to BTS, than you, because if you want to think of it in terms of, like, degrees of separation, I've met Jimin's dad, who has personally passed on my letters to the rest of the BTS members. So maybe you do have a right to be angry, crazy girl, insane bitch. What? What? Okay, I'm gonna stop now. But I was just pissed. You know, the kind of piss you get after when you're like, you should have said something right then, but you were too, like, not in the right state of mind to do so, and then you get angry after, in private, away from the crazy girl. So yeah, that was an unpleasant experience. Yeah, it was nuts. You know, after, like, since then, I've met, like, dozens of people who say that their bias is Namjoon, and not once have I ever felt anything than hooray, because Namjoon needs more love. Love him. I welcome it. All of y'all should love him. Bias him. Share the bias. Share the love. Create a bigger love for him. He deserves it. What is this possessive nonsense? Like, what the fuck? Okay. Was that too intense? Should we go to a good one, or should we go to needs to be a better human being? I know, I think she was a fluke. I think she was like short-circuited or something. Normally, Namjoon fans, I mean, I think we can get away with murder if we wanted to. But the person we would want to murder would be her. You guys really into getting off of this intense thing, huh? Evil, more evil, and then so that when we finally go back to good, it's gonna feel real nice. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so, maybe you know that I used to run a very big translation account. It had like over 100,000 followers, and so it was nice. Like people always wanted to meet me and stuff. Me, an introvert, but I was like, you need to do it because like baby steps. You can't be like introverted forever. At least attempt to be a bit more social. So I did agree to meet people. It wasn't always good, but yes, you were. Oh my god! But let me tell you, you are definitely nothing like this girl. This girl is, oh my god. Okay. On top of being entitled, she was entirely like brain dead. So there's this girl from my translation account, and she somehow, I don't know how, but she managed to get a teaching job in Korea. I guess the standards are very low. You just need to be able to speak English and they'll let you teach there. So anyway, she got a job there. And when she heard I was coming back to Korea again, she was like, let's hang out, let's meet up. So I said okay. And like we made some plans, like because like online it's so easy to just get along with people online because you talk about BTS but you don't talk about like each other, so you don't like really know each other. And I neglected to think about that because you know I'm not into like really meeting strangers in the first place. But see, this is exactly why I need to, because so that I can learn from that. So I didn't think of it at that time, and we made a few plans over several days to do different things. And so what happened was the first day that we agreed to meet at this restaurant. It was a fast food joint, and it was a hamburger joint run by one of my all-time favorite rappers, Loco. I hope you know him. It's okay if you don't. So yes, I went there. It was dead in the middle of winter. It was freezing cold, and you couldn't sit at a table unless you ordered first. And this girl was running late. I kept texting her through Instagram, like the DMs, but she wasn't responding. And 40 minutes later, I was still outside in the fucking freezing cold, and I went in, I was like, okay, the lunchtime crowd is over now. You have tables empty. My friend is arriving soon. Can I please sit down? Finally, he agreed to let me sit down. And I was like, okay, so I was going to wait for her. Another 20 minutes go by, and you know by now it's been an hour. And she's still not around, so finally I'm like, fuck this. I'm hungry, and I'm going to eat at this restaurant that I've never been to before because, by God, I've already traveled all this way. I'm going to try the food. And so I ordered, and I sat down, and just as my food comes, she walks into the restaurant. And I'm like super pissed at this point because it's been an hour and a half. And she was like, sorry, my phone didn't have any internet. And I'm like, how is this possible? There's free internet on the subway. There's free internet everywhere. There is no point in Korea that you cannot be connected to Wi-Fi. No point. And so like she was like, oh, you've ordered? And I'm like, well, yeah, it's been an hour and a half. And she was like, okay, and then she goes to try and order something, and then she comes back to me, and she was like, I can't read the menu. And okay, I'm like, fine, okay. So I get up, and I go to the front counter with her, read her all the fucking things on the menu, and then she orders. So it turns out that she can't read any Korean, zero. she's been there like a few months. So this whole time, she didn't bother to learn any. Now, let me tell you, okay? Why are you in Korea if not to experience everything the country has to offer? Or are you just there for bragging rights? Because, my God, you are passing up an amazing opportunity. Do you realize how much better my Korean could be if I got to live there and speak in Korean every fucking day? And wow, I could have actually applied for being a translator at Big Hit by now if I had that opportunity. And she was just wasting it. And I was like, how do you order things? And she's like, I just point and then I buy it and then I eat it. And basically she doesn't give a fuck what she orders. But I mean, so I was like, then why did you make me go to the counter? And she was like, I wanted to see what was available. So basically she was using me because I could read Korean as if I don't do enough fucking translation all day, every day for BTS. She now treated me as her personal translator, even though she fucking lives there. She can't speak a lick of Korean. Nothing. If you don't know and you're too afraid to learn, that's fine. No, it's not really fine, but at least that's a more understandable excuse. Some people are afraid to learn a new language. They're afraid they're going to say it wrong, so they don't do it at all. Maybe I could have understood that. But this is the excuse she gave me after other attempts at asking her, after other encounters where she makes me translate things. This is what she said. I don't need to learn the culture. Basically, she said, I'm trying to calm down because I'm so fucking angry right now. I'm just thinking about her. Okay. One of the times I got really mad and I had to really speak to her about it was this one time. So she wanted me to take her to some BTS places. So we went. And then when we got into the store, okay, normally what you do is you go, 안녕하세요, and you do a little bow, like just a tiny bow like this. Like this. Just a tiny, tiny nod of the head. Okay? You don't have to bow or anything. But no. What she did was the guy said 안녕하세요 and he nodded and I said 안녕하세요 and I nodded and she lifted up her hand and she waved and she was like hi and I was like why can't you just return the greeting that they gave you? This is not your country. And she was like, well, I'm American. And I wanted to fucking punch her in the fucking face because what do you mean? That is not a reason. That is not a fucking excuse to behave the way that you do because you're in someone else's country. I really do not fucking understand. And this is also probably the reason why she didn't bother to learn any of their language because she thinks being an American just excuses her from everything. And I was so pissed. Like, wow. I snapped at her. I really did. I snapped at her. I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, you are a guest in someone else's country and you can't even do a basic greeting. Like, even if you say, there's no way to say it wrong. And I'm like, even if you can't say it, just nod your head. Just nod. It's a mini bow. It doesn't take much effort. What do you mean you wave your hand and you say hi because you're American? Wow, I was so fucking pissed off at her audacity to think that that is an excuse. I mean, for sure I know not all Americans are like this, but the fact that this bitch uses this as an excuse She's giving all Americans a bad reputation. Let me chew while I calm down. Now's the time to write in the comments if you have comments. Okay, let me eat a little bit more and calm down. Oh, Jennifer, you just came, so you don't know. She's been living in Korea for like a few months before she did that. Don't you think a few months would be enough, like, time to acclimate your fucking self to the culture? Like, wow, are you fucking serious? It's not that she was excited. It's that she just plain refused to participate. Oh, I'm not done talking about this bitch, seriously. So you know she was an hour and a half late meeting me to the restaurant, at the restaurant. And she was like, I'm really sorry, so I'll buy you dinner. And then, so we went to dinner. And you know, if you're not eating at a fast food restaurant, basically most meals in Korean are like one big pot and you share. And this girl, she's like, I'll buy you dinner, right? So we buy this like beef pot thing. And as soon as they serve the beef pot thing, she takes her bowl and she takes like a giant pile of the beef, like more than half the beef, and she piles it all in her bowl. And I'm like, what? Okay. And I'm too polite to say anything. So I'll eat at my own pace. But she's like, wow. She's piling everything and she's piling more. Even she just eats a little bit and she piles some more. So there's constantly a mountain of beef in her bowl. And yeah, I don't eat like that. It's rude to eat like that, and even if you are eating like that, I'm not gonna eat like that. So she eats more than 3/4 of whatever was available. You know, she claimed that she was gonna buy me dinner, but she ate almost all the dinner by herself, which is super fucked up. And I'm like, where the fuck is this sincerity, bitch? I waited for you for an hour and a half. And I had no way to contact you, so I couldn't even leave. So remember the title of the story. She's a terrible human being. So, yeah. And, you know, like, because remember I told you we had made like several other types of plans. It wasn't just a one-day thing. We had bought tickets to this Marvel event going on in Busan. So, I had no choice. We had already bought the tickets, and I had to meet her. I had to still like meet her, and she's, oh my god, she's so full of herself. She's this no. Okay. This is gonna sound awful because I'm judging her by her looks, but because she was so full of herself, this is a relevant judgment, okay? Let me tell you that she is by no means attractive, and that's all I'll say about it. She is 0% attractive, like, not even remotely. And this is not just my opinion. I didn't want to be wrong about this, so I actually asked other people. I was like, so what do you think of this girl? And they're like, eh. And I'm like, okay, well, Good. I feel that way. So, okay. She's so full of herself. And whenever we go somewhere, she thinks people are staring at her like men want to ask her out. And I'm like, oh. Jesus fucking Christ. And even if they do, you wouldn't be able to talk to them because you don't know a lick of Korean. And imagine having to put up with this, all day. And, okay. Oh, strangely, this is associated with Wings the Final because this was around the time that I attended Wings the Final, the concert. And, okay. So the Busan thing, that was fine. I tolerated her because while we were doing the secret agent, the shield agent training, I didn't have to be with her all the time. So that was fine. And after, when we were having dinner, I asked her, like, so if you can't speak Korean, how do you count money? How do you know how much anything is? And she was like, I don't. I just, they just tell me how much and I just tap my card and I pay. Can you, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe I'm overreacting, but the way she says everything so flippantly, you know what I mean? Just, oh, it's nothing. I don't even care. I can get around it. I don't even need to care how much something costs. I just tap my card and go. And who lives like this? Seriously. Seriously. I wonder if I have her picture. If I do you guys want to see it? Because I recently put in this. What year was Wings the Final? Let me see. 2010? Okay, let me see if I have it labeled. There you go. This is my plate of memory cards, so I have it somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Wings. Oh no, this is Wings the beginning. It's not Wings the Final. You see my awful handwriting. I know it's 2017. I have it on my wall. I looked up my wall to confirm it. Let me show you. Oh wait. Let me see it. Oh, this is day one. Day one. Yeah, day one. The Wings tour, the kickoff tour. Day one. Oh, you can see my reflection. Hi. Day one, and then this is day two of the kickoff tour. And then this is the final. So if you can see there, it still says 2017. Aren't the tickets so pretty? Well, please admire the way I framed it. Please admire my work. I worked really hard on framing my tickets and stuff like this. See? And these aren't random things either. These are souvenirs from the events that I went to. They give these out at the concerts and whatever. But yeah, that's probably a video for another day. I have a ton of all these tickets and like slogans from the concerts and stuff. I'll show you guys another day. How about that? It took me like 3 months just to get like this wall in my room done, because so much like proper planning to do, and finding the right frames to frame them up. But anyway, okay, so what was I gonna say? Oh, never mind. I'll find the picture of her another time. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. So we went to Wings the final, not together. Okay, not together. But she had to she asked me to help her get a ticket, because back then, like, you could only get scalp tickets if you spoke Korean, because then you were able to haggle the price and whatever. So I helped her get one. And so basically, I don't know why I was so nice to her. Basically, I was there like translating everything for her, setting things up for her, doing things for her. And I didn't, like, it was only after the whole thing was over that I was like, why? Why did I do that? Like, what possible like reason did I have to be so nice to her? She didn't bring anything like to the table for me, like, so why was I doing this? I should have charged her, because she was like, where do you go to get your hair done, and can I go there, can I make an appointment, can you make an appointment for me? And so I did everything for her in Korean. And then at some point, after making the hair appointment, which she was supposed to go to like on some week after I had left Korea, my hairdresser texts me and she was like, your friend didn't show up for her appointment. And I'm like, what in the fuck? And like, before the appointment, she was like texting me and she was like, can you explain to the hairdresser that this is what I want? And I was constantly being the middle person for this bitch. And then I was like, at first I was like regretting, because I was saying, see, being an introvert is good. You don't need to meet people and they don't take advantage of you. And like, I can get mad about it now because I'm better now, and I realize what I should have done, and that I should have been at least a little bit more confrontational. But back then, I was still like, still trying to get over being introverted, and this was one of my first few experiences meeting an army from my translation account. And that's one of the like reasons, and I had to work hard again to get over that, and to tell myself like, okay, no, it's not always going to be like this. There's going to be good people, because there's always good and bad people. But like, there's still that part of me that's like wants to hide away in a corner and be like, see, this is what happens when you meet people, like when you meet strangers. So yeah. And I didn't like, at some point, like, during the time I had the translation account, a lot of people actually did notice me in Korea, like out and about or walking. And I was actually very grateful when they said, I saw you, but I didn't come up to you, because I would have been like, what do I do? What do I say? And then they said that just seeing me out and about was pretty cool. And I was so happy with these very respectful people who were aware that I get pretty socially anxious, like if I'm by myself. If I'm with a friend, then it's fine, like approach me, I've got my friend with me, that's like my security blanket, I'm good, I'm okay. But yeah, so this girl, I guess because I was by myself with her all the time, and she was just bullying me into doing things for her. So that's why I'm so pissed now. Like, no matter how many times I tell the story, I get the same level of being pissed. I wonder if we add lemon to my Coke, is it going to taste like Coke with lemon? Let's try it, you guys. By the way, I totally feel better after my vaccine jab, and so I'm okay with being adventurous with things I consume. Come on, Namjoon, into my Coke. Here we go. Have you guys had lemona? It's super yummy. My friend had it with, so I carry all these packets around because I've got so many, and I kept giving them to my friends while they were drinking random things. And my friend Minju drinks soju like all the time, so she put it in her soju, and she was like, "Damn, this is a great flavored soju." Ooh, you just bought them? Please check the expiry date though, because they haven't made BTS Lemona in quite a while, and they're expiring this year, so please check the expiry date. Whoops. Just gonna take the cover off. They're yummy. Last year I was in Korea in January, and I was on the verge of getting a cold so many times, but I drank lemon once a day. You're only supposed to take them once a day, and I feel like I did fight off that cold, and I only fell sick like on the last day, and I guess it was more like my body had finally held out for so long. The lemon was only gonna work like so much, so let's try it. Oh my god. What? This is the first time I've done this, and it is actually so good. What? You guys, you can put lemon in anything. Make sure you do, because it's seriously pretty fucking good. Lemony. I like that. I keep making all these ugly faces. Okay. That was awesome. I'm gonna do this again. I have so many sachets left. A whole bunch, I think. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I guess talking about this bitch is over. Anyway, after I was done with the trip, I got home, and after a couple of days I blocked her, and then because she was an awful person, and because her sister also follows me and I didn't know what the sister was like, and because I wanted to bitch about her, not the sister, and not have the sister know about it, so I had to block the sister also. I'm sorry, Heather's sister, but yeah. Let me save you from knowing how much of an ignorant bitch your sister is. There's other things I could say about her, but meh, those aren't very super nice stories, so I'm going to just refrain. But yeah, that was an awful army. I still got awful army stories, but I think that one was the most awful one, only because I spent like a lot of time, unfortunately, with her. So, back to a good person? Shall we? Shall we? Back to a good person? I gotta limit this. Okay, I'm just gonna do like 19 more minutes and then we're done. Okay, let's go back to this one's not really like a good person, but it's more like a positive meetup for armies. So ever since I got my dolls, my BTS dolls, as you can see, this one right here. Hi, sweetie. Oh, thanks for being here, Madison. It was really nice having you. Anyway, Paraguki is my last son, and he's my baby. He's the youngest. The first one I got was Mukjin, which is a Seokjin doll, and no, I didn't get them in order that they were born, but my first doll was a Seokjin doll, and when I got the doll, I joined this like Korean doll community, and so I had an account just for the dolls, and I would post pretending to be the dolls. You know, like that was what the doll community did. It was like a legit just doll community thing. Like the doll will speak and be like, "Mama took me somewhere today," you know, something like that. And I thought it was so cute. So I posted pretty often and built like quite a decent community. And so we all were interacting with each other in the comment section, and they would respond with like, "Oh, you know, your mama took you to such a fun place today," and then they referred to themselves as aunt. Like imo is the Korean word for aunt. Imo thinks you're so cute. Were you a good boy? Did you listen to your mom today? You know, things like that. And I love that. I absolutely adored that. And so when the next time a concert rolled around, we all made plans to meet each other, and we had prepared, you know, like tiny little like gift bags for the other doll moms in the doll community. And I was super excited for this. And so like the different moms were standing at different like I guess stations around the Guchok Skydome venue, and they were just gonna stand there and the roaming moms, aka me, like I wasn't gonna stand in one place, like I was just the walking around type. And so we went to different places, and I brought the doll. I had, I think by this time, 2 dolls, and so I dressed them up nice. You know, they all have very very expensive clothes. Let me tell you, shoes alone are $10, and so yeah, went around to meet the moms, and every time I met a mom, they were super surprised. They were like, "What? Excuse me? Who are you, this foreigner person who clearly isn't Korean?" And I'm like, "It's me, Mokjin's mom." And they were like, "Wow, really?" And every single mom had the same reaction. "Where are you from? You're not Korean, are you? Mokjin's mom? Really?" And it was, I thought it was super fun. And so these were all the Korean ones. And then one of the moms, she clearly wasn't Korean, but her Korean's really good. So she was from a country, I'm sorry, I cannot remember the country, but it was a country that didn't have English as a first language. I think she looked like Middle Eastern. She didn't have English as a first language, and so I couldn't speak to her in English, and so we spoke to each other in Korean, and I thought, this is pretty fucking cool, because we're both not Korean, but the only language we have in common is Korean, and that's how we communicated. And I thought that was fucking fantastic. And it definitely added another perk to knowing multiple languages because it really brings people together. And I was thinking, wow, if I would share any story about being in army and the Korean language, it would be this, you know. And so we started talking more to each other, like both being like foreigners and stuff. And I find out we've got the same birthday. We go, wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. Same birthday. And it was so cool. Like, what are the odds? You know, what are the chances? So, um, that was an example of a very nice army experience, positive in general. The doll mom community. It's really like died down quite a lot. But I still love my babies all the same. I got my cookie only last year. Aren't you the sweetest? I was gonna say, I think I said this in a live before. In the Life Goes On music video, there is a scene where BTS is driving past the Seoul Stadium and like basically looking all nostalgic and waving goodbye and whatever. And I have done that exactly with this baby because he's never been to a concert, but he arrived to me in January of 2020, last year. He arrived while I was in Korea. And so I took him home from Korea. And on the way home, on the way to Incheon Airport, we saw the Seoul Stadium, and I was like, look, that's where Daddy performs. And someday, Mama's gonna take you. The other dolls have been to the concerts, though. Mukjin has been to the most number of concerts. He went to Third Muster with me, and Jin waved at him. Jin saw him. I was the only person in the audience with waving the doll, so I'm pretty sure Jin waved at him. And also Jin has the doll, so he definitely recognized that it was a Jin doll because he has the same one. So Mokjin has been to a bunch of concerts. My J-Hope doll also. I took my Shubdi doll to Magic Shop, Fifth Muster. Oh, I'm getting all like sad just thinking about it. Never mind. You guys must be so bored of this. It's stupid. So I'm gonna shut up now. Okay. Should I just stop and end the live? You can always come back another day and do mukbangs. I have Korean noodles I could eat with you guys. And oh wow, really? They had a light stick? Oh, did you purchase it on the US shop? Because the global shop still has it sold out. Is it the special edition one? I like the third one because it has the sound. Where is my special edition? I'm pretty sure I got it here. Oh, the box is so dusty. Clearly I haven't touched it in a while. I have done an unboxing and I've also done a comparison video, which also tells you how you can connect it to the app and change the colors and whatnot. So please watch that and support me. Ta-da. Oh, what? I left the batteries in there? I gotta remember to take that out. Also, it's very small. Look at it. Look at this big ass motherfucker. And like my sticker, it says, I believe in your galaxy. I think it says Namjoon somewhere. Oh, not this one. I guess my other one. Huh. I have one with a Namjoon sticker on it. I guess not this one. This one, like, there's no sound. I like this. I have a comparison video where I compare, like, our Army Bomb light sticks 1, 2, and 3. And I also compare the sound each one makes. So you should totally watch that. They've all got different sounds going on. I am a one-stop shop. I actually give you information on all sorts of things. And so I'm not going to do Rhythm Hive videos anymore. I'm gonna do like maybe a last one, and then I'm just gonna play super casually where I don't play every day, and where I don't have to like tell you if I play or not. I don't want to do the Rhythm Hive videos anymore. Oh, they updated it. Self mode. Let's see if it works. Special edition. Just make sure like you watch the video, because I totally show you how to do this. Although I'm literally doing this right now. Connect. Do it. Does it really take this long? It shouldn't take this long, but okay. You play Rhythm Hive? The missions are so hard to pass. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice, so you just have to really, really practice a lot. And, just practice. Wow, it shouldn't take this long. What do you mean? Slide down the button on your light stick to switch to Bluetooth mode. Oh, I am a dumbass. Okay. There we go. Let's do this. Let's make everything purple. Ooh. Don't worry. I call myself harsh things all the time. I don't actually believe it. I'm quite a genius, to be honest. I'm very, very smart. My IQ is very high. But very much like Namjoon, I drop things easily and I stumble a lot and whatever. Namjoon's IQ is 148, right? I'm right behind him. 144. Why isn't it? Like, do I have to go closer? There we go. Now you can see that it's blue. There we go. Ta-da! And let's switch on the other one. Oh, I took out the batteries for this one. Please do not leave your batteries in your light stick. Don't do what I did. It's not a good idea. I have had one of my light sticks. I think it was my Block B light stick. So the batteries, like, they leaked inside because I left them in for a long time. So don't leave them in. Like, just like a month or a couple weeks is okay, but anything beyond that, like, you really should take them out. Anyway, so watch my video because that tells you how to connect. Almost full of all sorts of useful information. Yeah, and they tell you like how many batteries you need, what kind of batteries you need. So I'm gonna take them out right now because don't leave them in unless you're using them. Because if they leak, like, I mean, this is a fucking expensive light stick. If they leak, then seriously, you're gonna fucking regret. Okay. I'm so happy that you got it from Weavers because, you know, a lot of people, like, on my videos about the light sticks, they're all like, the QR code I scanned is already not in use, like, has already been used and whatever. And that is a clear indicator that you have bought, what's that word? What's the word for fake? You have bought. Wow, I just literally said my IQ was 144, and I can't find this fucking word. An imitation, that's right. Imitation light stick. I'm gonna put the batteries into this one because I like this one a lot better. Yeah. So if the only way to guarantee that you're getting Mukbang and Hawaii story. What Hawaii story? Did I say that I would say something about Hawaii? Oh my gosh. I would. I totally would. Oh, this has batteries in it. Then why won't it light up? Oh, it does. Just very lightly. Okay. Okay, bye, Anne. I'll talk to you soon. Anyway, I'm ending soon. You won't be missing out on much. I'm gonna throw these batteries away. I don't know. Some people are dumb. They're like, oh, I need to have a bomb absolutely right now, and so I'll just whatever price I can get. Oh, but the saddest ones, I've noticed some comments on my video, and the saddest ones are, my family got me the light stick for my birthday, but the QR code doesn't work. What does that mean? And it's so heartbreaking for me to have to tell them, like, I'm really sorry, but it means that your light stick is fake. And it may not connect during a concert. So those are the most heartbreaking ones, I feel. And yeah, it's sad. I mean, and then some of them are like, it's so expensive, but I saved up to get a bomb. Then why not get one from a genuine site? If you saved up, money is so precious. You know, money is hard to come by. Like, everyone understands this. Like, just be careful with it. You always should want to buy genuine products. Those poor people, honestly. Why doesn't it light up? Oh my gosh, what is wrong? What is happening? Why does my bomb not light up? Did I put it in wrong? It's impossible. I literally took out these batteries from the special edition that just lit up. So, what is happening? Is this like ruined? I'm scared. The set of butter CDs is $159. Oh, thank God. What the fuck? Who would buy that? Which fool? I mean, I'm sorry, but if your money is precious, then you would know better. You would know better than to, like, just fuck around with it. Okay, let's try this. So Jennifer, don't forget to get the app. Yay! Look at it. I know, right? Oh, Weavers, I paid a little over 50 also, so I think it's fair. You know, and then there are some people who are like, I really hate when people are on my videos commenting, where can I get a bomb for cheap? Anywhere. You can get a bomb for cheap for sure. But can I guarantee that it's gonna work? I cannot. Because, I mean, you need that special technology to be able to connect to the signals that are being sent out by the satellites and the transmitters at concerts and whatever. And if you don't have that because you wanted it for cheap, then, like, don't even bother. Oh my God. And let me tell you, I've had some comments who, like, from people who watch my videos, and guess what they say? They make a comment and they say, fake. Your bomb is fake. It's 100% fake. And then that, to me, that's so, like, at first I was offended, but then I realized that no, these people are just really, really plain stupid. Really. Because at the beginning of every video, I specifically state that all my bombs are bought on the site of concerts in Korea. I wait in fucking line at the concert venue and I buy a bomb fresh before I go into the concert. And yeah, with the exception of the special edition, because, you know, we were all trapped at home when the special edition was released. But that was bought on Weverse. Of course. So yeah, for them to, like, arrogantly be all like, yeah, a fresh bomb. A fresh bomb handed to me by Weverse staff. Oh, no, sorry, Big Hit staff. And, like, for them to tell me so confidently, fake. And I'm like, alright, sure, you believe what you want. Why is it yellow? It says the connection is lost. And my dot is at the purple, but it's yellow right now. Does it have a mind of its own? Like, I don't know what it's doing. But anyway, time's up, so I'm gonna go away now. It's always fun to talk to you guys. Hopefully I can do this again real soon, and then we can chat more. Jennifer, it's so nice having you here. I'm so glad you came in the end. All right, you guys, I am off. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I will see you in the next video. Tomorrow I'll be posting a Rhythm High video. Maybe my last one. And then I'm going to delete them all. So yeah. Scaro, you too. Maybe you have like a name that I could address you by, because I've seen your comments a lot and I remember that it's you because no one else is called Scaro R. Anne is from my Instagram. I'm 100% sure. She comments a lot. Ooh, you guys, I set up a new Instagram. Aria is such a nice name. You can follow my Instagram if you want. We can interact there. I'm not up to DMing, but if you want to follow me there. This is me. I am your mama at Smooth Salted Butter. This is me. Smooth salted butter. I love butter and I love salted butter. Jen, oh sure. I mean, sure. I can go between Jen and Jennifer. I just started it, so please come and follow me. Okay? Okay. So I will see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, smooth as butter? No, smooth salted butter. I tried smooth like butter, but clearly someone had already taken the name, so that's me, smooth salted butter. Okay, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye!